We've made it to Miami. We're hoping that one of our bags made it on the plane.
It says it's still sitting in Jacksonville, but who knows? We'll see.
So we've got a couple hours here, and then we head off to St. Thomas.
Air tags, Apple Air tags. Make sure you got them.
Best thing you ever got.
So I just got an email from Michael, our surveyor. He is heading out to the boat today to do the compliance inspection. We had a whole bunch of items on our survey that needed to be repaired, and so the moorings are going to repair that as per the conditional acceptance of the vessel that we signed back in November. So once he gets over there and gets all that signed off, we'll get all those documents to everybody who needs them.
And hopefully everything is completed, all 52 items.
Well, we did know that they're going to be hauling the boat probably today, and they're going to be installing brand new underwater lights. So there's going to be a short haul for that. So hopefully Michael will be there for that, so he can look at everything they did underneath. And then, hello.
So we hope the other 51 items are completed.
No, 50 items.
50 items with less than 72 hours to spare.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Made it back to St. Thomas.
Back to St. Thomas.
Passage Hotel. The reason is because the close proximity, it's about a 5-minute taxi ride from the airport, and then it's right across from the ferry terminal, and then it's about another 10-minute taxi ride over to the Moorings base. We found this on that BVI charter group that I told you about before, that BVI charter Facebook group, that a lot of people have recommended this. It's not a Hilton by any means, it's clean-ish, but I mean, it served its purpose for one night, so it'll do.
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody.
We just happened to make it here for Carnival. How about that?
Yep, couldn't time that better. So I think that went relatively well. We just met with Simon from
The Moorings here in St. Thomas, and everything is moving along. We're going to be heading over to the base over in Tortola in just a little bit here, probably around 2 o'clock.
But he let us drop our bags off, so now we're just in backpacks, so
that's great.
Yeah, a lot less to carry around. Looking beautiful.
He's looking nice.
Thanks for your hard work. best part about this room is our boat is right over there. We can almost see her from here. Not the best room in the world. So we just got to our room here in Roadtown. We just went and saw our boat, which we were really excited about.
Yep.
She looks great. I like her better than when we actually went and surveyed her. They've done a really good job cleaning her up. However,
a couple of things that need to get done still, and they're going to be working on that tomorrow. One of the big things is they're going to haul out and replace the underwater lights, so that's going to get done. There's some other small little things that they got to get sorted out, and hopefully everything goes all right, and we'll close on Thursday. Fingers crossed.
I would say Richard has been great to work with down here.
He is. Richard, you're awesome, man. I certainly appreciate all the help you've been giving us.
He's been amazing and the most communicative person out of all the moorings, so we're so grateful.
I don't know what they would do without you, buddy. Yeah. That's about it for now. I'm hungry. I want to go eat.
Yeah,
so
we're gonna go downstairs and eat.
Grab something to eat, and then we'll see you around.
All right, day 3. One day before closing, they had a couple of things that they needed to get done to the boat, so it's back here on a short haul. Gonna have some stuff done and have a couple of things looked at, and then hopefully we can get her signed off tomorrow.
So we expected this. They're replacing the underwater lights today. And then our surveyor was going to come over and recheck some work they had done on the keels.
So we just left the French Deli, another great meal, and we're heading back over to the moorings base to have a couple of conversations and send some emails and get ready for this closing that should happen tomorrow. And a lot of pieces and parts are on their way and making their way through the whole process here to finally hopefully get us closed on this boat so we can get moving back to the States.
Yeah, but tell them what they're doing today. So they're not only fixing the underwater lights, which we expected.
Yep.
They're dropping a rudder and redoing a bearing. They are rebedding 4 windows.
Yep.
So we'll have all of our windows will be rebedded. So we're
should be good for a little while.
Is there anything else?
I think that's all.
So we're just working out now because of our timeline. I have to get back to work on May 16th. So currently it's April 26th. So our plan was to close tomorrow in St. Thomas and bring a captain on board for 3 days, and then we would depart on like May 3rd, 2nd or 3rd. We're going to overnight in Culebra, pick up our crew in San Juan on the 4th. Hopefully the Moorings is honestly doing a great job trying to keep us on that timeline. I feel like they've been really understanding. So they're trying to work it out now so we can use one of their boats.
We got our captain comes.
Yep.
And we have 3 days with him on the boat to get everything checked off as far as sign off for insurance. And hopefully from there we should be able to provision up and make our way on out to Culebra, and then on the Panama's later. We're way ahead over to San Juan, Puerto Rico, and then eventually make it home. So it's 2 o'clock at the moorings base, and I'm now playing project manager, making sure that all the parts and pieces to this deal are ready to go and all the documents are completed and ready to be signed by 5 o'clock today.
Sitting here at the BVI base while we're waiting on the boats being hauled out. Rob's over there working, and I've got my Kindle, and I'm just going through the Sailing Made Easy book just for a refresher, because I'm a little nervous to go with a captain tomorrow. I mean, I know we'll do fine, but still, like, you know, when you have like a professional watching everything you do and checking you off, it's just, it's a little scary. So just trying to catch up on some sailing essentials.
All underwriting conditions, including survey, have been cleared. Once they know which person in closing will produce the documents, they're gonna send proof and payments and the insurance, and they're gonna push for documents by noon tomorrow.
Woohoo!
Think we're gonna get it.
Yay! So now we just gotta check when we were leaving the yard. They had already put the underwater lights in, and they dropped the rudder and done that. So
Yeah, so looking good, man.
As long as we get our provisional thing for the windows, we are good.
That's right.
All right, it's been a great day. A lot of things fell into place today at the last minute, but thank you, Richard, Patrick,
Everybody.
Michael,
just
Hugo,
everybody.
tons of people. But
And Robert over at the yard, you're fantastic, man.
Yes, we are super, super appreciative.
All right, let's go.
So the update is we may not have to go back to St. Thomas at all. We may be sitting here in the BVI and just wait for the boat to return after the closing. So we don't even have to go back.
We don't have to go to St. Thomas for the closing?
We don't have to go to St. Thomas. Apparently we don't, but we'll get confirmation on that very early in the morning. I'm going to email Patrick and figure out exactly what the schedule is. Then, yeah, kind of weird.
All our luggage is at the Moorings base in St. Thomas.
I know, so probably maybe one of us is going to have to go back and get it because there's no reason in both of us going back, but...
Seriously. They can't just throw it on the boat and bring it back?
Well, the problem is they're going to bring the boat back to, instead of all the way back to St. Thomas, they were just going to bring it to St. John. That way the boat closes in U.S. waters.
Oh.
And everything funds in the U.S. So, yeah.
All right, we're almost there. Almost there.
It's getting there. Come on.
So as of this morning, the plan's gonna be Rob and I are gonna go back to St. Thomas, collect our luggage, sign papers. We have to have a notary, which we originally thought, but that's not what we were told last night. So I think we're gonna get packed up here and hop on the 10 a.m. ferry back to St. Thomas and pray that's where we're supposed to be. In a rush to get to the ferry terminal to try and catch it, make sure we get on this ferry.
Yep.
So we can get back to St. Thomas.
Sign paperwork.
Yeah. So we're gonna make it on this ferry, and now Rob is on the phone trying to find a notary once we get to St. Thomas that can notarize the documents for our closing. So we're getting there. So we have made it back on the ferry. We're back in the U.S. in St. Thomas, and now we're trying to find a notary. Yacht services.
Actually, there's a yacht services place over here that we're gonna head over and get everything sent to, printed out, signed, notarized, and sent back to the powers that be.
Long 20-minute walk later, we're at Mail Stop.
Mail stop. Enter. All right, sounds good. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks, Zach. Yeah, thanks.
What, Rob? What do you say?
Huh?
What do you say?
So once we get all the documents signed, notarized, we have to have them rescan that so we have a digital copy of everything. We're gonna email that back to Zach, and then we've got to take the originals and overnight them to the bank and take a picture of the tracking number. We should be all good to go.
And then we sign the acceptance of vessel.
And we're good to go sign the acceptance of vessel with the moorings, and so that should trigger everything on their end to get things moved to where they need to go.
And then we own the boat.
Then we got to sign the moorings paperwork, and then we own the boat.
Almost there.
Almost there. We're so close.
We found a place to get our documents printed. However, 20 minutes into this, the printer stops working. So the lady downstairs had to make sure a place upstairs could print our documents, and then we could get to signing.
Signed our docs.
All right,
So
we've got one set of documents done. We got to go get another set of documents done and get to the boat.
yep, we're gonna take a taxi over to the Moorings St. Thomas.
All right.
So now we're on a truck on our way back to the moorings.
All right, so
we're now at the Moorings base in St. Thomas.
We're at the Moorings base St. Thomas. We are grabbing a couple of items for us to go to basically do a charter this weekend to get signed off on our hours for the insurance company. And once that happens, we will move everything forward and get the boat delivered here sometime next week. And once the boat is delivered here, we will take possession, and then we can start our journey home.
So right now, we're going through our luggage that the Moorings base was so kindly storing for us and trying to pick out what we need for a 3-day charter so we can again store this here until we come back in 3 days.
And that's about the gist of things now, and we will get another update probably in a little bit here. It's done. Cheers, baby. Woo. Mwah.